Zell Boy Army. Another spicy video. There's going to be like 3, 4, maybe even 5 videos coming out tonight on this channel because we've just done one on the best super subs and EA have just dropped the player of the month, La Liga, Santander, 96, centre forward, arguably the greatest player of all time, Lionel Messi. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at this one. Lionel Messi, 4-star, 4-star, 5'7", medium low work rates. Stream, give me an actual idea of how much he costs, not just random stuff. So this Messi, let's look at his stats. He's a centre forward, which is interesting. Honestly, normally I would want him to be a centre forward, but there's such a lack of right wingers on this game. There's such a lack of right wingers that I almost wish he was a right winger. Be a cheaper alternative to his team of the year. The question you're going to be asking is like, this card I'm hearing somewhere around 1.5 to 1.8 million. That is not cheap. That ain't cheap. So is this card an end game card? That is the question. That's the important thing. 1.5 to 2 million in March for an untradeable SBC. You best be hoping that this card's pretty much end game. His shooting, that near enough is end game. His passing is near enough end game. His dribbling is near enough end game. His physical and pace, which are two of the most important things for attacker, are not. To be fair, if you put like a Hunter on him, you are getting 95 sprint speed, which is pretty crazy. But for a card that's costing this much and isn't 5-star skills or weak foot and got that awful stamina and strength, that is a lot of coins. It is Lionel Messi. Like, this Lionel Messi will have up there with some of the best finesse shots. He might have the best left foot finesse shot in the game. He's insane on the ball. But honestly, I would rather have a card with 5 less dribbling, balance, agility, but 10 more aggression, strength, because he'll get more bullshit go as well. This card is looking very, very expensive. So look at the squads. An 84, 85, this is just the first ones. 85 again, 86 with Team of the Week, and 89. Have we even seen an 89? Have we seen an 89 squad on an SBC this year? That seems pretty crazy to me. 88 rated as well. People are saying in the chat that we've not even seen an 89 yet this year. I don't think Firmino did he? I mean, as well, an 89 right now is very expensive. I'm hearing people say, though, that we are getting buy one, get one free packs. It's like, if you're someone who loves doing these like SBCs, he's got 30 days. You can't see it because my face cam's blocking it. You probably have to see it if I do this. Yeah, 30 days remaining on this Messi. Fodder is so expensive right now. Like Oblak's going over 100k for a 91. You are probably going to want to wait until the fodder drops a bit to do these cards. Honestly, for me, is this Messi better than Nedved? Let's go. This Nedved is about 500,000 coins cheaper. 500,000 coins cheaper. Not central, but he's an icon. Let's compare the two cards and actually see which one I think's better. So let's get this Messi up. Messi as well. What's his 95? His 95 is team of the group stage. Let's go see how much that cost. So let's see how much that Messi cost. I'll be interested. Where is it? Team of the group stage. Team of the tournament even. So the player of the month Messi. The player of the month Messi is coming in at more than a 95 tradable Messi. Is there a big difference? 2 pace, 1 shooting, 1 passing, 1 dribbling, 2 physical. Honestly, unless you just love Messi and you've got fodder coming out. Appreciate the sub. That pleb. Appreciate the sub, my man. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Unfortunately, we're recording a video. But I appreciate that, mate. Probably Nedved from what I'm seeing, mate. But honestly, thank you for the sub again. I appreciate that, mate. 95 Messi is barely worse than him. And he's cheaper tradable. Unless you have fodder just oozing out of every corner of your club. I wouldn't consider doing this 96 Messi when you can get basically, let's be honest, it's basically the same card. That's pretty fair, right? It's basically the same card. Central as well. And this one's cheaper tradable. You have to think as well, in a month, by the time this Messi's expired, this Messi's going to be even cheaper tradable. Like for me, a +1 untradable being a lot more expensive than a tradable 95, that is pretty poor. If this Messi was like 1.2, whilst this is 1.4, 1.35 tradable, I could somewhat get that. But more expensive right now, that is pretty bad. So instantly I'm kind of looking and thinking, just get the 95 Messi if you're really that bothered. You're not going to feel a difference on those cards, realistically, I don't think. Let's compare him to this Nedved, though. Because you have to remember, the main thing with SBCs are they're untradeable. You are stuck with them for the rest of the game. So you have to be convinced when you're spending over 1 million coins, this boy is going to last. Let's compare these cards. Messi has 4-star, 4-star. Nedved's got 5-star weak foot. So Nedved, that's a big win already. I would be putting a Hunter on Nedved. On Messi, it's a Hawk or a Hunter. Depends, do you want extra physical or do you want the pace? I would probably go a Hunter on both. If we have a Hunter on both, Nedved is probably 97, 98 to 99, 95. I would rather have Nedved's pace, but they're basically even on pace. The shooting, Nedved will edge it because he'll have more shot power, but he'll have 99 finishing, but he'll still edge it. So shooting and pace, they're pretty close. Messi's passing's quite a bit better than Nedved. Messi will feel a lot better on the ball, but you say that. Nedved has extra defending. Depends where you want to use him. It makes the Nedved more versatile as a wing-back or a midfielder. Nedved's so much better physically than Messi that honestly, whilst Messi has that extra balance, dribbling agility, I would probably think this Nedved will feel arguably better on the ball. Simply put, he's just going to get more bullshit go his way because he's got that extra physical stats that do that. The extra composure, 10 composure, yeah, that is a fair point. Composure is not something you can really control, but it's nice. 14 stamina is pretty damn big, though. 14 stamina is pretty big. Honestly, considering the icon link, I would rather pay for Nedved. And this Nedved's 500k cheaper. Personally, I think Nedved's a better card. And he's cheaper, never mind. Like, even if they were both 1.5, I think I would prefer Nedved with the weak foot and physical stats that Messi doesn't have. You can debate the cards, but I don't think you can debate that this card at 500k cheaper, and an icon link, I don't think you can debate that being a better value. How many great strong links does this Messi have? There's not many great Argentinian icons. There's not many great Barca players on this game. Like, this Nedved's linking everyone, whereas Messi, not awful chemistry links, but he's not great either. So for me, I definitely would be preferring Nedved, which instantly puts me off this Messi a bit. I don't think this Messi is a bad card at all. Obviously, a 96 Messi is not going to be bad. But when his 95's cheaper and tradable, and you can, obviously that means you can sell him, you're not going to be stuck with him. For me, this Messi is a no. If it had been 400k cheaper, it would have been fairly priced. I think it's not disgusting, the price of this, considering the amount of player picks and fodder you might be able to have at this point of the game. But right now, I wouldn't be sinking my coins into that. We're seeing EA put loads of content out. For me, I wouldn't want to put my fodder into that Messi. No from me. Let me know what you guys think, though. Are you going to do this Messi? Do you have a lot of fodder? Do you actually think it's worth it? Always appreciate your guys' input. That's my thoughts on this Messi card. Will be insane, but just get the 95 if you're that bothered about using a good version of Messi. Appreciate support as always. Keep it spicy.